For thousands of years, this continent has been the stage for history's greatest stories. From the rise and fall of empires to the birth of art, science, and philosophy, Europe has shaped the world as we know it. Today, it is home to over 700 million people, speaking more than 200 languages. Across its mountains, rivers, and coastlines, nature and civilization exist side by side. Creating a landscape like no other. This journey will take us through breathtaking landscapes, ancient cities, and the heart of European culture. From the icy fjords of Norway to the sun-soaked Mediterranean shores, from the bustling streets of Paris to the quiet charm of the Tuscan countryside, Europe is a continent of endless wonders. But beyond its beauty lies a deeper story. A story of resilience, of change, and of the delicate balance between tradition and modernity. Welcome to Europe. A land of history, diversity, and discovery. Vatnajökull National Park, Iceland. In the heart of Iceland, where fire and ice collide, lies one of the most dramatic landscapes on Earth. Beneath the vast frozen expanse of Vatnajökull, volcanoes sleep, waiting for their moment to awaken. This is a place where glaciers stretch endlessly, where waterfalls carve through black volcanic rock, and where nature's raw power is on full display. But Vatnajökull is more than a landscape. It is a witness to history. Centuries ago, Viking settlers braved this harsh terrain, carving out a life in one of the world's most unforgiving environments. Legends tell of outlaws who found refuge in the icy caves, hidden beneath the glacier's shadow. In more recent history, explorers and scientists have ventured into this frozen wilderness. Uncovering the secrets locked within its ancient ice. And even today, the land continues to change. Volcanic eruptions shape the glaciers. Meltwater carves new rivers. And the ice slowly retreats, revealing a world still in the making. Vatnajökull is a land of extremes, where fire meets ice, where history meets myth, and where nature reminds us of its untamed power. A frozen giant, alive with the forces that shaped our planet. Vatnajökull National Park, Iceland. If you were a true Viking, how would you survive in this unforgiving land? You would wake to the howling winds, your longhouse buried in snow. Your days would be spent hunting in the frozen wilderness, fishing in glacial rivers, and battling the elements to keep your family alive. At night, beneath the dancing northern lights, you would sit by the fire, listening to tales of gods and monsters, of heroes who braved the icy unknown. This was the life of the Norsemen who settled Iceland over 1,000 years ago. A life of endurance, of courage, and of an unbreakable bond with nature. And no place tested them more than the shadow of Vatnajökull. The largest glacier in Europe, it loomed over their world. Its frozen caves and towering peaks both shelter and danger. Vatnajökull is more than a glacier. It is a living testament to those who came before us, a place where Viking blood and nature's fury met in an eternal struggle for survival. Vatnajökull, a land of warriors, legends, and untamed power. Plitvice Lakes National Park, Croatia. For centuries, when water has carved its way through the limestone valleys of central Croatia, creating a masterpiece of nature, Plitvice Lakes. "16 lakes, cascading into one another, connected by a labyrinth of waterfalls and surrounded by ancient forests." But this place is more than just breathtaking scenery. It is a land of legends, a witness to history, and a symbol of resilience. Long ago, the region was home to the Illyrians, one of Europe's earliest civilizations. Then came the Romans, who built roads through these dense forests. In the Middle Ages, the lakes became a frontier between mighty empires, the Ottoman Turks to the east and the Habsburgs to the west. Battles were fought here, warriors crossed these waters, and the land bore witness to centuries of conflict and change. Even in modern history, Plitvice was not untouched. In 1991, as Yugoslavia crumbled, the first shots of the Croatian War of Independence were fired here. The park, once a symbol of tranquility, briefly became a battleground. But like nature itself, Croatia endured. And today, Plitvice stands once more as a sanctuary of peace. The waterfalls still flow, the forests still whisper their ancient stories, and the lakes, with their ever-changing hues of emerald and turquoise, remain one of Europe's greatest natural wonders. Sachsen-Switzerland National Park, Germany. If you were a medieval traveler, making your way through the dense forests of Saxony, what would you find? Towering sandstone cliffs rising like ancient fortresses, mist weaving through deep valleys, and a labyrinth of caves and ravines hiding secrets from a time long past. For centuries, this rugged landscape was a haven for warriors, outlaws, and those seeking refuge. In the Middle Ages, knights and mercenaries roamed these lands, guarding trade routes and defending castles carved into the cliffs. Legends tell of bandits who vanished into the gorges, their treasures still hidden in the rock formations. Even the Prussian kings once trained their armies here, using the steep cliffs as a natural battleground. But Saxon Switzerland is not just a place of history, it is a sanctuary of nature. The same rock formations that once shielded warriors now shelter rare wildlife, from lynxes prowling the forests to peregrine falcons soaring above the peaks. The Elbe River winds its way through the valleys, carving paths as it has for millions of years, shaping this landscape of breathtaking beauty. Saxon, Switzerland is more than a national park. It is a land of myths, battles, and untouched wilderness, where history and nature are forever intertwined. Triglav National Park, Slovenia. Nestled in the Julian Alps, Triglav National Park unveils a world of rugged peaks, crystal-clear lakes, and lush valleys. At the heart of the park stands Mount Triglav, Slovenia's highest peak, a dream conquest for mountaineers. At its base, Lake Bahinj mirrors the endless blue sky, while Lake Bled stands out with its iconic church on a tiny island. As you venture into the dense forests, you might spot brown bears wandering among towering oak and fir trees. The roar of Savica waterfall echoes off the cliffs, composing a wild symphony of nature. In summer, trails weave through vibrant wildflower meadows. While winter drapes the landscape in a pristine blanket of snow. Quaint villages with warm wooden cottages dot the landscape. Where locals preserve their traditional way of life. Here, you don't just admire the scenery, you embrace a slower rhythm of life, where human and nature exist in harmony. Triglav is more than just a park. It's the soul of Slovenia, a true symbol of freedom and untamed beauty. Crave National Park, Turkey. Like a surreal painting, Gurim National Park unveils an otherworldly landscape in the heart of Turkey. Its soft rock valleys, sculpted by volcanic ash over millions of years, form bizarre shapes that seem almost extraterrestrial. Sunrise in Gurim is unforgettable, as hundreds of hot air balloons rise, painting the sky in shades of gold, orange, and pink above towering rock spires. Walking through narrow canyons, you'll discover ancient churches carved into the rock during the Byzantine era, with frescoes still intact after centuries. Below the surface, hidden cities like Derinkuyu and Kaymakla reveal an underground maze of tunnels and chambers, once sheltering thousands during wartime. At dusk, the setting sun turns Red Valley and Rose Valley into a mesmerizing sea of fire. At night, Gurim's sky transforms into a star-studded canvas, where history, nature, and human spirit intertwine. This is a place where beauty meets history, whispering tales from thousands of years past. Durmitor National Park, Montenegro. Set atop a vast limestone plateau, Durmitor National Park is Montenegro's breathtaking natural masterpiece. Towering peaks, glassy lakes, and deep gorges paint an enchanting, untouched landscape. The crown jewel, Black Lake Chrono Jezero, reflects endless pine forests on its emerald waters like a giant natural mirror. Sculpted by glaciers over millions of years, the terrain boasts vast valleys and dramatic cliffs. The Tara Canyon, Europe's deepest, carves through the park like a river of time, brimming with raw energy. Overhead, eagles soar above the peaks, while below, packs of gray wolves and brown bears move silently through the dense woods. In winter, Durmitor transforms into a snowy paradise, drawing skiers to its pristine slopes. Ancient stone villages remain frozen in time, offering a taste of the region's rich traditions, from sheep cheese to strong Balkan spirits. Durmitor isn't just a destination, it's a journey into the wild, where nature humbles and inspires in equal measure. Jotunheimen National Park, Norway. In the heart of Norway, Jotunheimen National Park is a kingdom of towering peaks, deep glacial valleys, and crystal-clear lakes. This is the land of giants, home to Galdhøpiggen, the highest mountain in northern Europe. Its dramatic landscapes seem untouched by time, where waterfalls tumble down sheer cliffs and ice-blue rivers carve through ancient rock. Hikers come here to conquer the legendary Besiggen Ridge, offering breathtaking views over emerald lakes and rugged peaks. In winter, the park transforms into a frozen wonderland, where the northern lights dance across the Arctic sky. Wild reindeer roam freely, sharing this vast wilderness with golden eagles and elusive Arctic foxes. The air here is crisp, the silence is deep, and the beauty is beyond words. Jotunheimen is more than just a national park. It's a place where nature commands respect and adventure calls from every peak. Thingvellir National Park, Iceland. a place of dramatic beauty and deep history. Thingvellir National Park is one of Iceland's most treasured landscapes. Here, the Earth itself splits apart as the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates drift away from each other. Between the jagged cliffs, Silfra Fissure holds water so clear that divers can see over 100 meters below the surface. This is also where Iceland's first parliament, the Althing, was founded in 930 AD, making it a site of immense cultural significance. Rivers wind through the valley, cascading into waterfalls like the stunning Uxararfoss. The park's rugged terrain is covered in mossy lava fields, shaped by centuries of volcanic activity. In winter, the entire landscape glows under a blanket of snow, illuminated by the flickering northern lights. Thingvellir is a living reminder of Iceland's powerful natural forces and rich Viking heritage, standing as a bridge between past and present. Northumberland National Park, England. Tucked away in the northernmost reaches of England, Northumberland National Park is a land of rolling hills, vast moorlands with an ancient history. This is home to Hadrian's Wall, a Roman frontier that has stood for nearly 2,000 years, stretching across the rugged landscape. The park's open skies make it one of the best places in Europe for stargazing, with almost no light pollution to obscure the view. Wild heather carpets the moors in purple during late summer, creating a striking contrast against the green countryside. Sheep wander freely through the hills, sharing the land with red deer and rare birds of prey. Tranquil rivers weave through the valleys, leading to hidden waterfalls and picturesque stone villages. Here, history and nature intertwine, offering a sense of peace and solitude rarely found in modern life. Northumberland is a place to slow down, breathe deeply, and lose yourself in England's wild and untamed beauty. Cairngorms National Park, Scotland. Scotland's largest national park, the Cairngorms, is a vast wilderness of ancient forests, towering mountains, and deep lochs. This is a land where red deer roam through misty glens and golden eagles soar above snow-capped peaks. The park is home to some of the last remaining Caledonian pine forests, offering shelter to rare species like the Scottish wildcat and capercaillie. In winter, the Cairngorms become a hub for snow sports, with some of the best skiing in the UK. Rivers wind through the valleys, their waters tumbling into dramatic waterfalls like Linn of Dee. Scattered throughout the park, small whiskey distilleries offer a taste of Scotland's finest single malts, crafted with pure mountain water. Whether hiking through rugged trails or simply admiring the scenery, the Cairngorms remind us of nature's quiet power and timeless beauty. Rila National Park, Bulgaria. Deep in the heart of Bulgaria, Rila National Park is a land of towering mountains, ancient forests, and sacred history. This is home to Musala, the highest peak in the Balkans, standing proudly at 2,925 meters. The seven Rila lakes, scattered like gems across the highlands, are one of the park's most breathtaking sights. Each lake has its own legend, tied to ancient folklore, and the spiritual energy that many believe flows through this land. Rila Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, sits nestled in the mountains. Its vibrant frescoes and grand architecture, a testament to Bulgaria's rich cultural heritage. Wildlife thrives here, from brown bears roaming the forests to golden eagles soaring through the skies. Hikers follow winding trails through dense pine woods, past cascading waterfalls and glacial streams. In winter, the landscape transforms into a pristine wonderland, drawing skiers and mountaineers to its snowy slopes. Rila National Park is a place where nature and spirituality intertwine, offering visitors a chance to connect with both the wild and the divine. Hardangervidda National Park, Norway. Hardangervidda is Norway's largest national park, a vast and untamed plateau stretching as far as the eye can see. Here, the landscape is raw and rugged, shaped by ancient glaciers and Arctic winds. Endless rolling hills, deep valleys, and shimmering lakes create an almost otherworldly beauty. This is one of the last strongholds of wild reindeer in Europe, with thousands of them roaming freely across the tundra. The Hardanger-Jökull Glacier dominates the horizon, a massive ice field that feeds countless rivers and waterfalls. In summer, the tundra bursts into color, with delicate alpine flowers blooming in the short Arctic season. During winter, the entire park is covered in snow, perfect for cross-country skiing and husky sledding. Hard Angervida is a place of solitude and adventure, where nature's power is felt in every gust of wind and every step across the vast landscape. Parco Nazionale delle Cinque Terre, Italy. Along Italy's rugged Ligurian coastline, Cinque Terre National Park is a stunning blend of nature, history, and Mediterranean charm. Five colorful villages cling to the cliffs, their pastel houses overlooking the sparkling blue sea. Vineyards and olive groves cover the steep hillsides, producing some of the region's finest wines and oils. Narrow hiking trails wind along the coastline, offering breathtaking views of the endless horizon. The Sentiero Azzurro, or Blue Trail, connects the villages, leading visitors through ancient stone paths and terraced landscapes. In the summer, the scent of lemon trees and fresh sea air fills the warm breeze. Fishing boats bob in the harbors, bringing in the day's catch for traditional Italian seafood dishes. Cinque Terre is a place where life slows down, where locals gather in piazzas to share stories over espresso and gelato. It's not just a national park, it's a celebration of Italy's timeless beauty, preserved in every winding street and sun-drenched vineyard. Tripedia National Park, Spain. At the heart of Tenerife, Tripedia National Park is an otherworldly landscape dominated by Spain's highest peak, Mount Tripedia. This massive volcano rises 3,715 meters above sea level, its summit often dusted with snow despite the island's warm climate. The park's terrain looks like something from another planet, with vast lava fields, jagged rock formations, and deep craters. Sunrises here are unforgettable, as the first light of day paints the volcanic landscape in shades of orange and gold. Visitors can take a cable car nearly to the summit, where breathtaking views stretch across the entire Canary Islands. The night skies over Tripedia are some of the clearest in the world, making it a paradise for stargazers. Scientists compare the landscape to Mars, and astronauts have even trained here for future missions. Ancient Guanche legends tell of gods and demons battling in these mystical lands, adding to the park's sense of wonder. Tripedia National Park is a place of extremes, where fire and ice, earth and sky, history and science all come together in perfect harmony. Krka National Park, Croatia. In the heart of Croatia, Krka National Park is a paradise of waterfalls, emerald rivers, and ancient monasteries. The Krka River carves its way through limestone cliffs, creating a series of stunning cascades and tranquil pools. Skredinsky Buk, the park's most famous waterfall, stretches over a series of 17 terraces, a breathtaking sight in any season. Wooden walkways lead visitors through lush forests, where the sound of rushing water fills the air. Hidden among the trees, the Kirka Monastery has stood for centuries, a place of spiritual retreat and reflection. The turquoise waters are home to over 200 species of fish, many found nowhere else in the world. During the summer, visitors can swim in designated areas, surrounded by the beauty of nature. Traditional watermills still stand along the riverbanks, offering a glimpse into Croatia's past. As the sun sets, golden light reflects off the water, turning the park into a magical dreamscape. Krka National Park is a place where nature and history blend seamlessly, creating an unforgettable experience. Lake District National Park, England. England's Lake District is a land of rolling hills, shimmering lakes, and timeless poetry. This is where William Wordsworth wandered, inspired by the beauty of the landscape to write some of his most famous verses. Windermere, the largest lake in England, stretches like a silver ribbon between emerald green hills. Narrow country roads wind through charming villages, where stone cottages sit beside babbling brooks. In autumn, the forests turn golden, reflecting their fiery colors in the calm waters below. Hikers climb the rugged peaks of Scafell Pike, England's highest mountain, to witness breathtaking panoramic views. The region is alive with wildlife. Red deer roam the woodlands, and ospreys soar above the lakes. Ancient castles and ruins dot the countryside, whispering stories of centuries past. On misty mornings, the lakes appear like mirrors, reflecting the sky in perfect symmetry. The Lake District is more than a national park. It's a masterpiece of nature, poetry, and tradition. Eifel National Park, Germany. Nestled along Germany's western border, Eifel National Park is a land of deep forests, volcanic hills, and hidden lakes. This is a place where nature has reclaimed its space, turning former volcanic craters into peaceful, mirror-like lakes. The park is home to the Wolf Hollow, a sanctuary where wolves roam freely in their natural habitat. Thick beech forests cover the landscape, creating a green cathedral where sunlight filters through the leaves. In spring, wildflowers bloom in a riot of colors, carpeting the meadows with vibrant life. The historic Vogelsang complex, once a military training ground, now stands as a cultural center and a reminder of history. Eifel is one of Germany's best places for stargazing, with night skies so clear that the Milky Way is visible to the naked eye. Wooden trails lead visitors through mossy valleys, past waterfalls and bubbling brooks. During autumn, the entire park is set ablaze with brilliant shades of orange and red. Eifel National Park is a hidden gem where adventure and tranquility exist in perfect balance. Hohe Tauern National Park, Austria. Austria's Hohe Tauern National Park is a kingdom of towering peaks, thundering waterfalls, and alpine meadows. This is home to the Großglockner, Austria's tallest mountain, rising an awe-inspiring 3,798 meters into the sky. The Pasteurs Glacier, one of the largest in the Eastern Alps, slowly carves its way through the rugged landscape. Hikers trek past wildflower-covered meadows, where marmots and ibex roam freely. Krimmel Waterfalls, one of the tallest in Europe, crashes down in 3 magnificent tiers, sending mist into the crisp mountain air. Scenic roads wind through the valleys, offering breathtaking views of snow-capped peaks and deep blue lakes. In winter, the park transforms into a wonderland of snow-covered forests and world-class ski trails. Ancient alpine villages dot the region, where wooden chalets and cozy inns welcome travelers. The sound of cowbells echoes across the hills, a symbol of Austria's deep-rooted mountain traditions. Hohe Tauern National Park is a place where nature reigns supreme, offering adventure and serenity in equal measure. Danube Delta Biosphere Reserve, Romania. The Danube Delta is one of Europe's last great wildernesses, a labyrinth of waterways, reed beds, and hidden lagoons. This is where the mighty Danube River meets the Black Sea, creating a paradise for wildlife and nature lovers. Over 300 species of birds call this place home, including majestic pelicans, cormorants, and rare white-tailed eagles. Floating villages rest on the water, their wooden houses built on stilts to withstand the shifting tides. Fishermen still practice centuries-old techniques, casting their nets at sunrise in search of fresh catch. The delta's channels are alive with life. Frogs croak in the reeds, and fish leap from the shimmering waters. Locals travel by small boats, navigating through narrow water paths lined with ancient willow trees. In spring, fields of wild lotus bloom, transforming the wetlands into a sea of yellow and white. The Danube Delta is a world unlike any other, where nature's rhythm sets the pace of life.